Hello everyone. Today I want to encourage you yet again in another way. Currently we're in a world where every morning you wake up and every night you go to sleep. You realize many things present themselves to take away your happiness, to steal you from a place of your happiness. But I want to assure you that your happiness is very important, and happiness does not come from the environment that you find yourself in, but happiness comes from within you. The environment you create in your mind, the environment you create in your spirit, the perception that you have regarding the circumstances and the situations around you, the mindset that you conceive and believe in determines the kind of happiness that you have amidst all the circumstances. No one has permission to take your happiness away from you. No one has the right to do it. It is you who gives people the permission and the right to take away the happiness from you. So even when things go amiss, even when a lot is messing up in your life, you still need to make a decision to collect yourself and realize that you are the master of your happiness. You are the innovator of your happiness. What you allow into your heart, into your mind, what you allow into your spirit determines how you're going to think, how you're going to talk, how you're going to act, and how you're going to have your life structured. When you talk about happiness, you may be like, oh, what about happiness? You see, the issue of men and women today having a number of broken relationships between parents and children, between children and other children, brothers and sisters, husbands and wives, bosses and subordinates, servants and kings, is simply because people at times get to places where happiness rules over, begins to reign in their lives, and they end up doing things that are not authentic. But when you look down into the reasons as to why they are acting the way they act, it's simply because something triggered them to act that way, but they did not have the control within themselves to manage the situation. So you find in your workplace, your boss may come and shout at you, say something or do something that you don't expect him to do. And in your home, your wife, your husband can do something you don't expect them to do. They are doing all that from a certain foundation. But you don't permit anyone to take away that happiness that you have in the inside of you. Let things be and let your happiness be. When you agree to stay in a stable state of mind, you realize that you have more energy and more potential to control the things around you. You now begin to architecturally design your environment. You build a foundation on which you are able to do things with a high sense of control without blaming and having yourself to lose all the time. Your happiness matters a lot. If you can think of it, you will be able to realize that it matters much more than you have thought about it. So control yourself, control your environment, control your emotions, control what goes into your spirit, your heart, your mind, and that will be the beginning point for you to have a self-sustained, controlled system to manage your environment and circumstances around you. You are more than a conqueror. You're not just a conqueror. You are a victor. You're not a victim. You are a message. You're not a mess. You are a child of God, and you will never fail. If you believe that, go ahead and practice it.